guys. Give you all a few seconds to join me. Moisturize first. This is just an impromptu. See, I knew I could have like posted about it today and like let you guys know I was doing this because I was definitely planning on getting on for a full moon reading, but I'm so unreliable. Like if I say I'm going to do something, like I'm better just doing it on the fly. So here I am. Hello. Oh, Courtney. Hello, my love. Set up a little bit. Crystals are jumping. So I have a little contest for you guys too while we're here. I didn't, how am I going to do this? Let me move this camera a little bit. I don't think these things through, but I put the crystals together because we have a Virgo full moon and the sun's entering into Pisces. So I looked up some crystals that were good for both energies and I made up a little gift, and I'll talk a little bit about them in a minute. But you guys all have a chance to win this. I definitely feel like it's going to involve sharing this page. I don't know if it's going to be just sharing this video and we get to 20, then we'll give it away, or I don't know. I think just share the page to be entered to win and let me know in the comments. And after the video's over, I'll check and double check who shared the page. You don't have to share the video, just share the Venus moon. All about getting the word out there. Or I guess, oh my God, you guys, my brain. So I don't know if you could hear my voice, but I'm a little bit sick. So my brain's only like functioning on like 50 right now. So let's see how good this reading goes. Hey, Janet. Oh my gosh, thanks, doll. So wait, I'll keep these out for a few minutes while I set up my crystals so you guys can admire. I'll tell you what they are. We have some tourmaline for grounding. My absolute favorite crystal that exists is the lowest vibration. It really brings you down to earth when your brain is like up here, you know, over stressed, obsessing about stuff, having bad dreams or whatever. Just hold it to your third eye and it just shuts it right off. It's the best. It really grounds you. So this is great. The Virgo energy of right now, this full moon, is super grounded too. So this is going to complement that, but then the Pisces energy of the sun is super emotional. So this is going to really help ground that energy too. Hey Shirley. So anyone just joining in, I'm just going over, I have a little contest going on right now. You could share the Venus moon page or even just share this. No, share the Venus moon page and let people know to give us a like and join me. And at the end of the video, I'm going to double check everyone that shared and I'll pick a name to win these crystals. And they go with the full moon and the sun sign switch. So we have full moon in Virgo, sun's going into Pisces. So Virgo's super grounded. Pisces though is like so emotional. So it actually should be a good time right now. Like it should be balanced. That Virgo is very driven, very like goal oriented, can be a little obsessive. It can also be a little bit of a perfectionist. And then the Pisces is up here and it's like so emotional and creative and like that water sign, water energy, very reflective. So it's like just a good balance going on right now because we have that creativity, but we have that grounded vibe. Full moon is all about release and letting go, and that's exactly what we need to focus our energy on, especially for this reading. You know, I want you guys to start thinking now on what we need to let go, you know, what we need help with letting go, and hopefully this will give us some guidance to let go. Whoa, and I already am feeling like a grandma energy in here with us, so I don't know if any of you guys have, you know, an older woman on the other side that you have been feeling around you. I can like actually literally smell her perfume and it's like very florally. She's very just like sweet energy. She's a cooker, good cook. So I don't know if that relates to any of you. It could also be like an older aunt, but she's absolutely here with us. And whoever this is for, her, I'm getting like a, okay, I'm gonna hold off on that. And if I feel it stronger, I will say it. Aww. Sorry, I'm like, my brain's so slow to read right now. Oh my gosh, Courtney, that's awesome. So what you need to really focus on right now, Courtney, to guarantee that you can manifest that is releasing the stuff that's not serving you, because that's the only thing that will get in your way of your interview is, and that's exactly what the full moon is about, is like cleaning out the dust to make room for the new seeds that we're going to plant in March. So, and the 28th is, on the borderline. So you plant that seed towards the new moon and you can be assured that's success, but you got to let go first. Whatever emotions may be holding you back, or like past experiences that may be holding you back, or hold on, I wrote some stuff down actually that will go with this. I'll just read the whole thing because I think it's relevant. Sorry guys, I'm like skipping all around, but it's all going to tie back in together. I'm eventually going to get to all the crystals in this bowl and get to our reading. I always start like a little spiel about the moon right now, and why waste time? Let's just get into it. And I really feel like this is going to be relevant, this whole talk, for everybody that's watching. Even if you're watching the replay, meditate along with us, send your energy, and you'll get your answers that you're looking for too. And if not, if you feel like you need even deeper, feel free to message me on the side and we can talk. Next week is really busy. I'm booking into March already, like mid to late March for readings. So if you guys are interested in doing a reading with me, I do them right online if you need some messages, but it is booking into mid-March. So if you want to have a chat, let me know sooner than later. I'm going away a little bit. We're going away in like 10 days. We're going away in April. So, get in there when you can. So yeah, Courtney, we definitely can do that. I'm not going to do that on the live reading because sometimes, things come out and it gets very personal. So we could try that one-on-one. I actually have a crystal that I would want to hold while we do it and really like meditate into it, but we totally can connect to her. I mean, this may be her that's with us right now. Maybe she feels your vibe wanting to connect, but there is like I said, there is a grandma energy. So she keeps telling me G, letter G. I don't know if anyone has, that's actually what I was holding back on, but she's persistent about the letter G. So I don't know if her name starts with a G. But if that rings a bell to anyone, let me know. I'm not going to talk to her too much because she wants to talk. But, we got a lot to get through for everybody. So let me read about this full moon really quick. So it is a super moon, which is exciting. On Tuesday the 19th, it's going to peak at 10:53 a.m. So from now till then, really start thinking about the things you need to let go. And then from Tuesday going forward for the next about 2 weeks after that, it's going to be that really like releasing energy, weight just falling off your shoulders, because you'll be able to make peace with whatever isn't going to push you forward. So the full moon falls at 0 degrees of Virgo. You don't have to be an astrologer to understand this. The 0 is all about limitless possibilities. Like I think of the Fool card in tarot. He's standing on the edge of a cliff and like looking out into what's next. Not much direction because it really is unlimited what's around you that you could do. The energy is creating a blank canvas offering infinite potential. So that's really like the next 2 weeks are a blank canvas for you, and you can like imagine we already picked our crops and all that for the winter. Now we just have this blank field, and this is the time to really start planning, making room, like harvesting it all away, getting it rid of it so we can plant seeds in March to go into the summer or the spring. Hello, Bridget. Thank you for joining me. Thank you everyone else for joining me. We're just talking a little bit about the full moon that's coming up on Tuesday, peaking at 10:53 a.m. So this is an early one, but we can really start harnessing that energy now and going into the next 2 weeks. It's going to be all about release. So a little bit more, it's in Virgo. So we're talking about what Virgo energy is. And the Virgo energy, it's grounded. It's an earth sign. It encourages you to let go of repetitive thoughts. Virgos have no time for BS. So the repetitive, obsessive thoughts, this is the time to acknowledge them and let them go with this full moon. As the moon starts waning back down, yeah, that's the time that the energy is just going to start fading, you know? So this is the time to write down things that we need to let go. And whatever ritual feels right to you, maybe it's burning it under the full moon, maybe it's planting it, maybe it's putting it in the snow, whatever it is, it's about letting that full moon take care of it for you so that you can have room for what's next and what to plant in the new moon. Be aware that the universe may stir some of our own core fears in order to help bring awareness and exposure to them. So what that means, you know, full moon energy, people can go crazy. Things just seem to start going crazy. Luckily, the Virgo energy is going to keep it pretty grounded. But if you notice anything, like maybe you've had anxiety over something, and it might be something that you have to start facing in order to really let it go. So if something just like comes to mind when I say like your worst anxiety or your worst fear, like that may be something that you need to write down on the paper, you know, and start letting it go. Because on the other side of these fears is all of your hopes and dreams. So that might be the thing that's blocking you from, you know, new moon in March is when we're going to plant our seeds for whatever is next. And we have a blank canvas with this moon, with this Virgo energy, 0 degrees in Virgo. So it's really just like a fresh start. And we have the Virgo energy, very analytical, orderly, and critical. So that's a really good time to start planning, you know, exactly what this next chapter is going to have for us. If the energy has been feeling stale or a little shaky with all those eclipses that have happened, now it's going to start really feeling grounded. The Pisces energy might bring up some emotions in it, but, you know, if you could find that good balance, you can really utilize it going forward. So there is a tendency to be a perfectionist with this energy. So just, I mean, that's just a heads up. If you start overthinking something, like you said, Virgo, to like take it back down to earth, use your tourmaline to ground you and say, okay, you know, I can't overthink things too much. I have to focus in order to make my plans. It's a very problem-solving sign. So this is all about problem-solving. Release so we could plan the next chapter. And the Pisces energy, I already said, this is what our sun is going into also on Tuesday or Monday. Pisces energy is about, they're very intuitive, very emotional, but also very creative. So it's a great, because Virgos aren't so much known for their creativity and their passion. They're more grounded and realistic. So I feel like we're going to land right in the middle. It's the perfect time to make some plans. So back to the crystals. The crystals, this is going to be a giveaway. I picked some crystals that go with the Virgo sign for like balancing the energy. Some crystals that go with the Pisces sign to really like calm that emotional state and just help give focus and protection. And all you have to do is share the Venus moon page. And at the end of this video, I'll choose a random person and I'll send these out tomorrow. So back to the crystals. What we have is some tourmaline, super grounding. And if you have these crystals at home, go ahead and make your own little bag. Put it out with your things that you want to release, and the moon will know. The moon will hear you. You don't need crystals to manifest or set your intentions, but I just feel like when it just helps with that extra intention. You can literally pick up rocks from your backyard and connect to them, whatever feels right. So we have our grounding stone. We have some carnelian. This is going to complement the emotional, creative energy of Pisces. But it's also going to bring out that passionate side that the Virgo sign kind of lacks. We have some green aventurine. This, I love. This is one of my favorite crystals. It's for luck, success, prosperity, abundance in not just career, but in love and emotions and all that too. So it's just a very successful stone. And hold on, I wrote it down for Virgo. It goes with the Virgo because it's calming. It's healing and calming. So it's going to calm that like Virgo perfectionist energy. Thank you, Fred. Thanks, guys. Okay, so we have some amethyst also, and this complements both of the emotions. It's protection. It is helps with spiritual work and your connection to whoever, whatever you believe in. We're open to it all. So, you know, if that's what you need to release, let it out, Fred. We're here for you. Don't make me block you, though. Don't get too intense. And then I also grabbed some labradorite. This is aura protection. So this is a good one to have, you know, because it can be a more emotional time. So just to keep all that emotions out. And then last, some moonstone. Love rainbow moonstone. This is our connection to the moon, connection, some love from Venus moon, and just gonna really help seal your deal. So these crystals won't get to you unless you live locally. They won't get to you by, Tuesday to really manifest, but they will definitely help going forward. And they're crystals I use pretty much all the time as well. Let me just lay out my stones really quick just to really help keep this energy nice and pretty. So I always keep out one for each chakra. Stay with me. We're going to shuffle. We'll meditate together, and then we're going to get right into the reading. So I hope that helped for you guys. Anyone just tuning in, I want you to start thinking about the things that you need to release with this full moon. Start thinking about the things that are blocking you and standing in your way. Think about whatever you're manifesting too. Going into March with the new moon is when we're going to really put our energy into what we want to grow bigger. So think about that too. Just focus your intention on whatever may be causing you stress or worries. We're going to shuffle it into these cards. I'm feeling your energy already. I'm feeling your spirits around me already. There's so many people coming forward that want to talk. I haven't got to read your guys' comments too. I'm sorry. I felt like someone might have mentioned that this grandma belongs to them. Almost done. So I'm not going to go through all of my crystals. If you're curious what I put out, check out my previous live videos that I've done, because I think it was the first one. I kind of went into everything. They're all with specific intention. They all connect to a certain chakra or to me like a certain time frame. And I've really infused the good vibes into this. So hello everyone just joining in. We're getting right into our 3-card reading. If you missed so far, I've just been talking about the full moon and the sun energy that's going on. So feel free to watch the replay to hear about that. It's all going to tie into the reading too. I'm sure it always does. So let's all just be quiet for a minute. Focus. Send your energy. Any questions? Anything you want me to tell you in the cards here? Get a good look at them. And you know what? I just had a sneak peek. Actually, it was reversed. And I'm really going to be better about using the reversal cards. It's a challenge I'm doing for myself. So this was the sneak peek card as I was holding it, and it caught my eye. And I like this as a reversal. So we have the 8 of Swords. Wait, 8 or 9? 9 of Swords, sorry. And you can see when it's upside, right side up, she is stressed out. This is one anxious card. She's up at night, overthinking, depressed, or stressed about something, maybe guilty about something, maybe, thinking about the what ifs and the future. But you can see there's 9 swords hanging up, and each of those 9 swords represents like legit things that you should be worried about. Not that you should, but you're valid to feel worried or upset about them, whether it's in the past or something coming up causing you stress. But it's reversed. And the reverse, there's different, everyone reads the reversal cards differently. One way to interpret it is that it's an internal thing, really saying that it's something you're going to be able to identify. It's as much stress as these swords may be causing you, you're kind of doing it to yourself. It's inside of you. It's not, they're out of your control now. So this is the time to release them. Maybe for the full moon, you need to write a 1 to 9 and identify all 9 different things that it could be that are causing you this, overthinking at night. And this is the time to let them go. Like the cards upside down, I just picture the swords all falling away. They're out of your control. There'll always be scars on you, but they were learning experiences. They don't need to be holding you back. So let's see what this reading says. Go ahead and focus your energy. Feel your third eye pulsing. Think about everything going on. Think about what those 9 swords that we're letting go. I'm sure if I wrote 1 to 9, I'd be able to pick 9 things. They're not going to push you forward, so we can't waste too much energy into them. Put that energy into the new stuff instead. All right, I'll be quiet. Let's shuffle. Give us some clarity on how to best use this new full moon energy, this Virgo and Pisces energy. to release the things that aren't serving us, give us some clarity on our blockage and how to deal with it, and some direction for what's next. So I definitely can answer personal questions. This is a public page, so if you're not worried about whoever, family or anyone reading it, afterwards, yeah, sure, I'll pull a couple personal questions. This 3-card reading might connect, answer your question as well. Or I do offer private one-on-one readings. I'm booked up through mid-March right now. So if you want to book a one-on-one with me, a 3-card is $11. A 10-card, like really deep reading, is $33. And you want to book up now, or otherwise you'll be in April for your reading. So these are our cards right here. Let me take a little sip of water. Before I get started, just a reminder to anyone who's just joining, if you share the Venus Moon page on your own page, after the video, I'm going to check everyone that shared it, and I am choosing a random name to win some crystals to go with this next moon phase. If you are curious more about the crystals, you can watch the replay because I do go in depth. So let's go into these cards now, guys. Without further ado, we have the first card is going to be validation of what's been going on. The second card is going to represent our blockage. Basically, the thing that we need to face or overcome to get to the next chapter. And then that's what this last card is going to represent. What will happen, or give at least some direction of where to aim our sights. So we have our first card is the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed. So we have another sword already. So what is this battle we've all been going through? I definitely can feel mine. The aces are a very personal card. Okay, so when you pull an ace, it means whatever's going on is something that's in your hands that you have control of. So when this card is upright, the sword suit represents battles, but more of like a battle of logic, some kind of puzzle that you've been dealing with and solving, some kind of challenge. The good thing with the swords, they're always temporary. It might scar you in the end, but it's not a permanent situation. It's not your life forever. Just something that you kind of have to figure out to get to the next point. So this is telling you whatever battle's been going on, this is to validate it, because this is saying this has been going on for everyone watching this in one way or another. When it's reversed, it's, introspective. So really saying you're the one that has to let it go now too. It's not affecting that other person or the other party involved or whatever it is as much as it's affecting you. You're the one being kept up at night over it or being overstressed about it. And it's time to just, acknowledge that you have the control and release it and say this isn't going to be a battle anymore. Maybe it's something that you've been working on releasing this last moon phase. So Ace of Wands, why do I keep saying Wands? The Wands is an action suit. This is telling me we haven't really been taking action. Like, it's been more of mental action. That's been preventing us from that Wands, the Ace of Wands, the physical, like actually starting that new project or jumping in or planning it. We've been having to deal with whatever mental battle first, and yeah, I totally associate to that. I hope you guys can too. It could be whether it's career, whether it's money, whether it's relationship, whatever mental battle you've been battling, it's a very gray card. So I feel like it's been really standing in your way, and you're the one letting it stand in your way. It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to take control of you. It just needs to, if anything, be a lesson or a push in a different direction. So the next card is the blockage. What's kind of been holding us in this energy and what we need to get through to get past it. Because ain't nobody got time to be staying here, right? So let's see. Okay. So we have the Three of Cups. I like this as being what we have to get through. I I don't know, as a blockage. Okay, let me tell you what the Three of Cups represents first. Refocus. The Cup suit, this is very Pisces card. This is, the cups are about emotions, relationships. It could be love, family, whatever. And if you look at this card, this is a celebration card. They're happy. It's everyone's together. It's about enjoying time with your friends. So I don't know if this is just telling you, like, get through this. If anyone else is going on the 311 cruise, you know, maybe it's just saying we've been focusing too much energy into that and whatever's coming is going to be after. Maybe it's saying you haven't been spending enough time, you know, enjoying your life and doing that, like, sacral chakra work of enjoying and doing things that give you pleasure and love. You know, maybe you've been taking things a little bit too serious and putting too much energy into this and not allowing yourself, whatever it is, it's telling you that that's what we need to do right now is, you know, open that sacral chakra. I feel like focus your energy on the stuff that is going to give you pleasure and joy, whether it's like using your creativity, doing your hobbies. Maybe you're someone who likes to go pamper yourself. Maybe you are someone who likes to go out with your friends. You know, you can imagine these 3 glasses full of wine, everyone cheersing and having fun. Alternatively, if you're feeling like you do that already, maybe it's telling you that's your blockage and it's time to take a little bit more introspective time and put more positive, like, wand energy into this card. Look at it as a project instead of a challenge. So does anyone give me some, like, thumbs up or hearts if you relate to this as being a possible blockage? At the end of the reading, if you guys really want more detail on this, I could totally pull 3 more cards. But I relate to this because I am going on the 311 cruise in 10 days. Woohoo! And I really feel like, honestly, that's been part of why I've been staying here, because to me, it's almost like I've been putting things on the back burner or on standstill, just like in excitement and whatever. And then I know once I get back, it's going to be like really getting in focus mode. So, and I feel like a lot of people might relate to that. But if you're not going on this cruise, I feel like you might have a similar energy, either something that, you know, you've been really enjoying your friends, or need to allow yourself to, like, go out for drinks with the girls one night, or go on a nice hot date night, you know, like, whatever it is, hopefully you can connect to it and it makes sense to you. Okay, so the last card is, where are we going from here? What's going to happen after we can acknowledge this blockage? It's interesting because this is such a personal card. This is really like that introspective, almost like hermit energy. And this is the opposite. This is that. What's the opposite of, oh, this is introvert. This is extrovert, totally. So it's kind of telling you, you know, like, we've been in a more introverted energy, which makes sense with the winter time. You know, a lot of us have been snowed in. So now we're going into that, like, extrovert Pisces energy, which makes sense. Hey, Aunt Lori. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, I'm not, like, calling people out by name. My phone, like, this is me reaching out as far as I can, and my phone is, like, 3 of this length. So I can only see what everyone's saying. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Ditch this introvert, you know, let it go. Let the overthinking go. Get out of your head. Enjoy life a little bit. And where will we end up? So we have the King of Pentacles reversed. This is one serious card when it's right side up. I'll let you see. I like it, though. The King energy is master energy. This guy, like, he solved the problem and he figured it out and he's on top of it. The Pentacles suit, that's our Virgo energy. That is very grounded, very realistic. It's stability, security. It's really involving the physical things. So whether your problem has been around money, whether it's been around home or moving or family, physical health, so, you know, the tangible stuff, that earth stuff, that grounded connection, you're going to be able to start solving that problem. The bright colors definitely tell me that too. The only thing is, it is a reverse energy. So while this is the King and the master of the money, of the career, of the home, of the family, The reverse energy is really telling you the king can be controlling, and I feel like when it's reversed, it's less controlled. Let me connect to this really quick because I feel like it's a big message, and I just want to hear it. Darcy, I'm glad you're feeling the cards here. Wait, let me take another sip. Doesn't help that uncle, someone with an uncle too, is just, he's funny. He's a smoker. Possibly, you know, like I'm literally tasting cigarettes and feeling it. That's probably why I need to drink so much right now. Okay, give me 1 second. Everyone quiet down for a second. Not you guys. So the kings can represent another person too in your life that may have been in control, and it may be symbolizing more of a balance of control now. Like it's the control isn't all going to be on one person. Once we get done, you know, once we get through this next phase, I really feel like the next 2 weeks, this is our focus, is some self-care and, you know, releasing the stress and the struggle and feeling like the battle is all in only our hands is what we need to release, and just take some time to enjoy our freaking lives. The spring is coming. We're going to have warmer days. Like, just get out there and socialize and let yourself be around people and actually enjoy it, because I feel like this energy has not been really looking forward to being in crowds and groups and stuff. But this is telling you it's time to embrace that and enjoy it. And then you're going to feel a confidence coming from this. It's going to really reawaken that inner, like, goddess energy in you and just make you feel really good. More confident. So that way this energy will be more balanced. It's not going to be one person has all the control. It's going to be more allowing someone else to share the control with you. If you are a more controlling person, or if this could be representing that controlling person in your life, they might start seeing the other side. They might see your confidence shining and be like, okay, they do deserve some more of the control. If it's a career situation, I would say it might not be for 2 weeks, whatever. Like if you're looking for a promotion or a change of career, like I wouldn't see it necessarily starting in this next moon cycle, but I definitely feel like if you are interviewing or you know, talking about a promotion, they'll definitely, as long as you show your confidence, they will see that potential in you, and they'll see that, you know, you're a good, like, yin to their yang. Like, you'll really balance them out, and that's what you need to show them. Feel their energy when you go in, whether it's a difficult talk or, you know, an interview, or whether it's something like, okay, wait, I'll get to that next. But feel their energy. Go in and open up. I know pretty much everyone watching this is an empath like me. Like, you guys wouldn't be here if you weren't all about the energy of others, you know, like, and connecting and feeling. So this is a time to feel the other person's energy when you go into a talk or whatever, and almost like let that be your guide on how to act. If they're very serious, then, you know, either like just trust your instinct if you feel like you need to mirror them, or if you feel like you need to balance them out a little bit. You know, if they're very serious and you need to like lighten the energy a little bit. But just listen to your instincts, trust it. If you need to have a difficult talk, I would definitely say bring some amethyst, because that's going to help keep your intuition open. And then also adventuring is good luck and success. And that's good for anything. If you're buying a new house or looking for one, if you're like, I don't feel like any of this stuff is literally going to start right away. I feel like after the new moon though, in March is a great time when the new beginnings will really start rolling out. This is a time where we just have to focus on letting this go. Whatever this sword is, it's time to release it with this full moon, because it's not going to get you to this good balanced, you know, steady, structured phase. We need to let this go so we can enjoy life and you know, be a little bit more of a social butterfly right now. And then we'll get that good stable balance back to our lives. Whatever you're looking for though, don't give up. It's coming. You know, put the energy out there. If you are interviewing, like, this is a good time to start interviewing. If you want to move, it's a good time to start looking for houses. But don't be discouraged if it doesn't start right away. If you're looking for a new job, like, this is the time to really, like, focus that energy on looking. I really feel like in about 2 weeks, you know, early March, I feel some good news coming. So, and, you know, that's when this energy is really going to be able to start, but not until we let go. And that's so important. If you've been striking out recently and you're not sure why, you know, whatever it is, it's a time to identify what that blockage is that's causing you to keep striking out. Because whatever it is, it's inside of you. It's not, you know, like, we could put the blame on others all the time, but until you find out the part inside of you that might be blocking it, you're not going to be able to face it. You're not going to be able to solve the problem. You know, like, the universe is going to keep giving you these repeated patterns in your life. It's going to keep giving you challenges. And you know what? Each challenge is going to get more difficult because it's trying to teach you a lesson. And until you, like, literally hear this lesson loud and clear, it's just going to keep giving you the same lesson over and over and over. So this is the time to freaking identify that. What is this battle that you've been fighting all this time? You know, maybe you're saying, like, you're feeling like everything's out of your control, like nobody's doing this or that for you or calling you back or that, you know, whatever it is. Maybe it's time to be like, okay, I'm not worried about what other people are doing. What am I doing or not doing that could be standing in the way instead? Write this down, whatever it is, whatever this one big sword project is, this is the time to identify that blockage. Write it down tonight, like right now if you can, or as soon as this video is over. I love, it just started raining here a little bit ago in New Jersey. Like, I love when it rains or snows during a full moon because that really helps cleanse the energy away. So this is the time to identify this energy and tell the moon, you know what, this is not going to get me to my good, you know, enjoying life and nice, steady outcome that I'm looking for. You're taking too much into your hands and it's not yours. It's not your, like, drama to hold on to. It's not your anxiety to hold on to. A lot of this stuff, like when you're worrying about, like, well, this one did that or this one didn't do that, that's on them. Like, that's their karma. That's not your problem to worry about. Like, the sooner we can let that all go and just worry about ourselves and the things that are in our control, that's all that matters. Perfect. I love it. So girlfriend, write it down. Write down the things you need to release. Fold it up. If you want to, like, burn it, shred, you know, like, shred the paper one by one, burn it and let it fly into the snow. Or if you just want to fold it up and bury it in the snow and let the water just cleanse it. I believe in writing it down in pencil because that'll really connect to the earth too. If you don't have snow or rain, put it out under the moon anyway. Put a crystal on top of it. Put a crystal grid. Put whatever. It's all about your intention, what you're feeling and the energy you're putting into, you know, whether you're writing or whatever you're doing. It's just about that intention. The energy will get out into the universe, and this is the best time to really put out that energy for letting things go and changing phases. This is a good time to, like, start the ball, because in March is all about transformation again. The spring is coming. That new moon energy is going to be about, you know, planting the seeds to grow in the spring and all of that. So this is the time. This is like one of our last chances of the winter to really let things go. Then we're going into spring and summer, and that's just going to be a whole new energy and a whole new story. Does anyone feel like they need extra clarity on any of the cards I could pull? 3 more and they'll go really in depth. I feel like the message is super clear. I know I connect to it and relate to it, and hopefully you guys did too. If not, and if anyone wants to ask a question and doesn't mind it being on public, I totally can pull 3 cards for you live to give you an answer. This is free. If we do one-on-one, it is a charge. If you want a one-on-one reading, one-on-one, I know I say that like one-on-one reading, that just means me and you in a private chat. It's $11 for this kind of reading to answer a specific question, or $33 for a 10-card reading that's going to really go in depth on everything past, present, future, like the deep inner stuff too. It's going to bring it all out, could get really detailed. Absolutely. Okay, let's do it, Courtney. Yeah, you can rip it up and bear it. Girl, whatever feels right to you. And there's that lag. I'm going to shuffle this one back in since no one seemed to need the deeper meanings. Yeah, whatever. Listen to your instinct, whatever feels right. Maybe it's like literally like putting it in your mouth and eating it. I don't know. Don't do that. That sounds kind of gross. But whatever feels right. I feel like some people like rip it up and freeze it. Some people rip it up and take a bath with it. Like, you do you. Whatever your body and your energy feels right. Oh, Courtney, yes. Well, we'll do this one. Hopefully this will give you some more clarity. Hopefully that first one made some sense to you, and this next one should give. So this, we're going to guess the cards for Courtney about if she's getting a new job and when. So Courtney, go ahead. I want you to focus. If you were here, I'd make you hold these cards and shuffle them. Put your energy in, but since you're not, we're going to shuffle them together. If anyone else wants a reading, hang in there. This will be about 10 minutes. And anyone else that doesn't mind doing a public reading, I am more than open to pull. Yeah, Victoria, you let me know, girl. I am booked through till mid-March, but we could talk. All right, so we're going to focus now. Let me be quiet for a minute. Courtney, send that energy. Think about the job. Think about the blockages. Think about what you need to release. Think about your dream job, all that stuff, and let's see what these have to say. Oh, think, and then I want you to tell me stop when you feel the energy is ready. Ready, go. Terrible at shuffling. Okay, I see you stop. Don't worry about the lag. I got it exactly when I'm supposed to. Victoria, do you want me to pull cards on that, or you want to just hear my opinion? Either way, hold on to that thought. Let's see what Courtney says, and then I will answer that for you. Okay, so Courtney, the first card, just same thing as last time. What's been going on? Blockage. Let's see, as far as the new job goes, it'll be basically just what you have to get through before this new job comes, and then the next one will be hopefully telling you your when. What and when. So the first card, validating what's been going on. The Emperor. We have a major arcana card. So the Emperor is very similar to the King of Pentacles that we just pulled. It's a master card. It's very, it can represent a man or an authority figure in your life. It can represent someone else having the control. Gabrielle, $11 for a 3-card private reading, $33 if you want the 10-card, like, intense reading. I am booked through mid-March, though, so let me know ASAP if you want to get on the calendar. So this is a 4. Let me just think really quick and feel it as far as shop goes. So what I feel like it's saying is just, like, as far as the jobs thing, it hasn't been in your control. It's just kind of validating, like, probably your husband has been the one, you know, that's what I get from this, is like, it could be a husband card. So just saying he's been the one holding that down. We could revisit it if something else pops up in these other two, but I feel like it's just touching on that to validate, like, you're looking for a job because of that, like, you know, to take some pressure off of him and to just have a little bit more control yourself. So the next card is the blockage. Wow. We have King of Swords reversed. So, another reversed king. The king, again, is like a master. It's very, wow. So, I really feel like this is connected to your blockage. And it's something that you may need to, like, face and get through in order to get to this, you know, this outcome and really figure out when. So, it's a, focus. The king is more of a mastery energy, a control energy, a secure and stable energy. We'll do it upright first. And the sword suit, again, is that battle of logic. So this is telling me there's some kind of talk you have to have. The fact that it's reversed is telling me it might not necessarily be like something dramatic and something big, but maybe just something that you have to like verbalize and get out there, and or maybe even just to yourself, like pinpointing it and figuring it out. Like, it's definitely like a facing your fears card when it's the King of Swords reversed. Sorry, I'm getting so many comments. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Hey, Shay and Gabrielle, thanks for joining in. You're meant to be here because my daughter is Gabriella, and, you know, I already feel that connection to you. So thank you for joining. I'm currently, if you watch the replay, I've already been going for a while. So in the beginning, we talk about the moon that's going on. We talk about the sun, the sun sign is changing. And then I did a 3-card group reading. And now we're currently doing a 3-card reading for Courtney about career. And if anyone else wants one, you know, it's kind of luck of the draw. Whoever is here when we finish, I'll just let you call it. And yeah, as long as you don't mind a public reading. Otherwise, I do private one-on-one readings. I'm booked up through mid-March. They are $11 for a 3-card like this, or $33 for the full spread. I'm also a medium, so you'll have people coming through talking to you. All right, so let's see what's going to happen from here. Hey, Celeste. Thanks for joining. And Courtney, I could pull more on this one, too, after we pull this next one, if you want details. You know, if you want to find out exactly what's going on, or exactly what this talk is that you're supposed to have. But that's what I was saying is, it's because it's reversed, it could definitely be an internal thing, and not necessarily saying it's a talk you have to have with your husband. Maybe it's just like facing your fears when you talk on an interview, or, you know, showing a more confident side in yourself and not seeming so, but because this king, when he's upright, he's super confident. He's a master. He's like holding his sword and he's ready to face any challenge. When it's reversed like this, he's definitely more like, it's a more of a balance of that energy. He's not so over the top confidence, but he's also not insecure and like nervous in an interview. He's definitely very like, he knows what he's doing and he's solving the problem, and he's not going to be over the top in your face about it like a show off. He's just going to be like confident and secure. So I feel like it's the fact that it's a face card right here, it's more about the energy in yourself that you need to put out. It's not an external blockage. It's yourself. You need to hold that sword. Definitely be more confident. Like, they don't know you, so they just know the person that's coming there talking to them. So I listened to a podcast recently, and the girl said, she was like, oh, you know what's the most annoying thing? Insecure people. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so insecure. Like, when I go to like meetings and stuff, I'm like sitting in the corner, like overthinking everything and not wanting to embarrass myself. But when I put myself out there, like, amazing things happen. When I act confident and don't give a shit about like what other people think about me, and I'm just doing my own thing and being myself and making connections, like, that's when the best stuff happens. So that's just like the energy you need to put out. Insecure people apparently annoy people, so no one wants to meet that. Like, but no one likes like that cocky person either. So it's a good balance. Hell yeah, Victoria, send me a message. Hey, Ashley. Sorry, my phone is like so far away. This is my arm all the way stretched out, and my phone is like really far from that, so I have to really get close to squint, especially like the long comments. So Ashley, once I finish up this reading, this is a reading for Courtney. And as soon as I pull this next card, I'm going to pick another person. If you want a personal, as long as you don't mind it being public, like, you know, your family can come watch it at any time, or your boss. So as long as you don't mind that, we could do it. Otherwise, if you want a private reading, send me a message. So Victoria, yeah, send me a message, because it goes in one ear, out the other. I will forget. So maybe, listen, we're having this talk for a reason. You are here for a reason, listening in. Take it to heart. I really feel like we're all living such similar stories. Like, nobody really has their shit together. Everybody's just winging it. There is no book that tells you exactly what to do. Even like the highest paid CEOs of a company, they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just winging it and taking chances. But if you don't put yourself out there and be confident and take chances, you're going to be stuck where you are. So if you want to keep going forward, you know, it's about trying a different energy and a different perspective. Sounds good, Ashley. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. Hopefully it'll tell us when. Sometimes these cards have a sense of humor. The High Priestess. Well, you know what? I kind of already am connecting to the energy and feel what it's saying. So the High Priestess reverse. When the High Priestess is upright, this is the second card in the deck. She is very intuitive energy. It's telling you, it's in your control, basically. But if they're not going to tell you an exact date, because it's all about you, and when you embody this energy, it could be in 2 weeks. Like, this does have full moon energy to me, because the moon card is all about the what if and the mystery and the shadows and not knowing. And this is a very like mysterious card as well. So I feel like just what I've been saying, you know, this full moon is going to clear this energy for us. So it could be as soon as, you know, during this moon cycle, or even early March, with the powers in your hands. There is nothing set in stone. There's infinite roads in front of you, and it really depends on yourself. Like, it's in your hands. So they're not giving you a specific date, and like, it's a 2 February, so it's telling you it literally can happen anytime. It's just in your hands. She's reversed again, which to me is more like an introspective energy, saying all you can worry about is yourself right now, you know, and the things that are in your control, and the energy that you're putting out. If you're not putting out the right energy, you're going to keep getting reflected. Like, you're like basically just going to attract the energy that you're putting out. So if you're putting out like insecure energy, then you're going to keep getting these like shaky things coming up. If you're putting out confident energy, then you're going to get high vibe things. And if you're putting out low vibes, that's what you're going to get back. So be aware, you know, give yourself a good bath tonight, or a good shower tomorrow, and really just feel that insecurity washing away down the drain. And sorry, and just clear it away for this, with this full moon. Write it down tonight. Hopefully that made some sense to you. I feel like they were like, we're not giving you an exact date, but it can be as soon as February. There's still some time. It's in your hands, though. The job is yours, girl. Like, keep putting out that energy. But you know what, too? I always say, like, you also can't put out desperate energy. If you, like, always have a plan B, a C, D, like, always keep applying for other jobs. Don't just, like, put all your eggs in that one basket. Because I feel like then the universe, like, as that interview starts getting closer and closer, or, like, as you're waiting for them to call you back and, you know, nothing's coming out of it, then you start getting that desperate energy. And then that's when things start turning sour. So you just need to be cool as a cucumber. Like, I don't, you know, like that go with the flow energy. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I have plans B through F ready to go. Like, you know, it's not a big deal, but I would love it. I'm thankful for what I have right now, though. That is the best energy that anyone could be putting out for anything. Just like go with the flow. I thank the universe or my spirits or God or the angels, whatever you believe in. Like, thank you for everything I have. I will appreciate any new opportunities, but like, I'm not like depending all of my energy on any one thing. I always have backups and, you know, just always put out that gratitude. That's like the prettiest energy to the universe. It will always give you stuff. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That would be so good for you. You're so good with kids. You're patient. All right, so guys, I think we're good with Courtney, right? I'm going to shuffle you back in. If anyone else will like a reading, I will count to 3, and the first person that says me will get it. All right, this is going to be a 3 card again. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Say me. First person I see on my end that says me will get a 3 card reading, as long as you don't mind it public. And if you want a private one, send me a message. We'll schedule you for mid-March or later. Okay, Ingrid, I see ya. So I might do like 1 or 2 more after Ingrid. I'm kind of like starting to lose my voice. So I don't know how much more I can do. All right, so Ingrid, thank you for joining me tonight. Don't mind. So there's like a total lag on these live videos. So it's always in the universe's or whoever it's spirits, angels' hands of who comes up on my side. You could have the fastest typing, but whoever comes through is always meant to be. I really believe it. So Ingrid, what is your question that you want to ask the cards tonight? Do you have a Michael on the other side? Michael, either first name or middle name? A male figure. I feel like he's here with you. So, and yeah, so with the lag, you'll probably ask a question and then like 5 minutes later it'll show up on my side. So here, let's see. Let's see how long it takes for me to see what your question is. Wow, interesting. So, okay, I don't know if I should say this because I know not everyone believes in it, but I almost get a vibe that this Michael is someone who's known you from past lives, and like I totally feel a love kind of vibe. I'll save that for another chat with you. Okay, so let's see. I bet that's why he's coming through. He's like protective of you. I totally feel it. All right, so what we're going to do, Ingrid, is we're going to shuffle together. I want you to think about everything going on in your life. Think about your son. Think about the choices that you've been making. Think about why they may be making you question things. Think about things you want to manifest in the future, the things causing you stress and anxiety. I want you to send that energy into my deck. We're going to shuffle. I want you to say stop when you're ready. When you feel like the energy is good or like you feel like you've meditated enough on the question, and that's when I will stop shuffling and pull your cards. And don't worry about the lag. I'll see your stop when I'm supposed to. Okay, stop. I see you. All right, so really quick, I just want to tell anyone who just joined us or missed in the beginning, I have this little crystal prescription that I already put together to go with the full moon and Pisces energy that's coming up with the sun this week. And this is a giveaway. So if you guys share this Venus Moon page, after I sign off, I'm going to choose a random winner to send these to. And if you like a crystal prescription, they come with a lot more crystals than this. I do offer custom ones for $25. Or if you get a reading with me, it's just $10 extra on your reading. I highly recommend using crystals. I believe in their energy. I believe in them amplifying your vibe that you're putting out even more. Especially like if it's as far as like career or love and money and stuff. I love green aventurine. It's so awesome for manifesting. It's about success, abundance, good luck. And I also love tourmaline. I call this one Xanax in crystal form because it's so grounding. Like if I have bad anxiety and OCD myself, and when I hold this, it just like shuts it off. All right, so let's get into Ingrid's question. If anyone else has a question, hold it probably like 10 minutes. And when you see me pulling this third last card, hang in and I'll call someone else. I might call one or two other people after this one. All right, so the cards that I pull, just like in the last reading, it represents past, present, and future, kind of like what's been going on. The first card will hopefully validate for you. The second card is just any blockages or challenges that you have to get through right now. And then the third card will be the outcome, like what will happen. So let's see what's been going on with you with this whole situation. So we have the Six of Swords reversed. So let me first tell you about the Six of Swords upright. If you look at the card, this is, okay, the sword suit is about battles that have happened in your life. It most likely they have already happened, but they have left their scars on you. You know, they have made you a little bit more guarded, a little bit smarter and stronger. Definitely made you the person you are, though. And the reason why you may be like questioning things, you know, or like not so trusting of the situation. But this is a positive card because it's about a new beginning in despite of those scars on you. You just took all these swords with you in your boat and you're paddling onto calmer waters. So this is representing that there is a new beginning in sight, but this card is reversed. When it's reversed like this, it can mean a couple different things. It could mean that it's more of an internal new beginning, like maybe the last few weeks have been about you taking on a new energy as far as how you've been facing these battles already. Like maybe you've been facing them a little bit more like head on, or maybe you've just been kind of trying to let them go and not let them control you so much. It could also mean that the waters may not have been as steady and calm as they are when it's upright. Like it could have been a little bit more rocky getting to this point, or maybe even rocky for you to like start this new beginning that you've been working on. Like emotionally, like you're ready to like keep moving forward and change direction and move on to greener pastures, but because it's reversed, maybe it's been taking a little bit longer to really like get that ball rolling on it. So I don't know if any of that makes sense to you, or kind of like validates, but it's definitely telling me whether it's already started or something that you've been working on starting, this like new beginning. You've just probably been a little bit more guarded because of past things, you know, and you really, it's like you may be projecting hurts from the past onto the situation right now, and that might be why it's seeming a little bit extra choppy. Let me drink water before we pull your blockage and of exactly what's holding you here. Because I definitely feel like you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to like get in this boat and just go and, you know, enjoy the other side and see the next chapter. But I definitely do feel like something maybe like you said, you're unsure about, you know, this choice that you're making or the person in your life right now. So let's see what this blockage could be. Get another reversed card. The Queen of Wands. So again, another personal card to you telling you it's in your control, the situation. Let's talk about the Queen upright. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining. just doing a reading for Ingrid right now, and then when I'm done with her, I'm going to choose 1 or 2 more people to get a public reading. Okay, so this Queen of Wands, when she's upright, the queens, they're like the step above mastery. Queen energy tells me like you are fully capable. The queen energy is very nurturing and loving. Reverse is telling me probably putting others a little bit ahead of yourself at times, instead of taking the time to really like love yourself and pamper yourself and, you know, do those self-care rituals or do the things that give you pleasure and love in your life. You probably put that on the back burner and put the others first. The wand suit is actions, projects, planning, ideas. So this is really, you have that mindset where like you get a good idea and you know you could do it and you could do it really, really well. Like, you're probably someone who can like, it doesn't take you a long time to start a project or to get something done once you put that energy into it. But it's reversed energy. It's telling me that even though that energy and that potential is there, you've really been second guessing not just the situation, but yourself too. And that's what your blockage is, and that's what you have to face. And this is time to let, like, hello, full moon energy is the best time to let that go. And I feel like that's your only blockage. You're really the only thing standing in your way from things moving forward. This isn't giving me any kind of warning. Like, it's not, I'm not feeling that it's the other person as much. I'm feeling it's more inside of you. I see a face palm. Is that like telling me that I'm like off a little bit? Like, because at the end we can absolutely pull 3 more cards on this to give you really detailed of exactly what you need to do to face this blockage. But I definitely feel like, you know, the good thing is just like acknowledging it and saying like maybe I am projecting the past, because that's what I feel like this is connected to. And you really, like, these 2 cards in reverse are telling me like your life is pretty much on hold, like almost at like that turning point, standstill. Okay, good. I'm glad it's connecting and making sense to you. Hopefully this next card will be in the right side up position, telling us that, you know, you'll be able to let this go and face it and move forward and have some, you know, more that like heading back up the mountain, good energy. This is the perfect time to do it though. Like, don't be discouraged. Just having that awareness is the first step, and write it down tonight. Like, the things inside of you, like your insecurities and the things that you tell yourself when you look in the mirror that like maybe you're not good enough or maybe you don't deserve this. You have this queen energy in you, girl. Like, you are strong and you are smart and you have been through some battles. So I know you can handle. You've handled things already. So there's no reason, like, think of all the things you've handled. Don't let them discourage you from new experiences. If anything, you learn from them, you know, and that's going to make you handle the future experiences even better. And if, you know, shit happens, you deal with it then. But if you always think about the what ifs and let them control you, like, what kind of life is that? You're just going to worry all the time and, you know, hold yourself back from having some good experiences. So let's see the future. What's going to happen once you can really, you know, embody this new energy? Interesting. So we have, here's our right side up card and the King of Swords. The King of Swords. So now it's going from this Queen energy to King energy. This is telling me that, you know, there may be one battle that you still haven't, you know, faced forward and charged through. And I feel like that's a part of you growing with this. The sword suits represents, like I said, battle, but definitely more of a mental battle, like something that you really, a problem you need to solve in your head and maybe communicate with somebody else to truly solve it. But the King energy is master energy. So it's telling me not only are you going to, you know, face this and be Queen energy, but you're going to be a king. secure, steady, and confident on your throne. You're going to master this battle. You know, you're going to get through it. You're making the right decision, and it's telling you, you know, you're going to be more secure about it. Queens are very intuitive, so if you are getting a red flag, you've learned so much from your past experiences. You know how to identify the red flags. So if there is a red flag that's causing you to doubt this, then freaking listen to it. You're a queen. You know, like, use your intuition and know what the difference between projecting and real red flags. Like, if you're just, you know, like, just overthinking in past situations, but the person right now hasn't caused you a reason to feel that way, then, like, know that. But yeah, it's all inside of you. Once you can start, like, think of this wand as like a baseball bat, and you're just like knocking all those like insecurities and doubts and the what ifs away. Like, you know, when you start feeling them coming to you at night, or, you know, and you're up overthinking and stressing out, just take that bat and be like, go away. Go away. You are not serving me. Or if you do feel like it's, you know, a red flag, then listen to it and go away to the things that have red flags. Don't waste time on that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Good girl, Courtney. Let it go. But you really have to believe it too and feel it. And, you know, if you start feeling these blockages coming back up, say, I let you go already. Like, I can't put any more energy into you. I know, I would love to talk to Michael more. So he told me, like, he'll come to you in dreams and stuff. So look out. You may have dreamed about him already. These dreams are intense too. Like, he showed me the Tower card, and that is like you and him in dreams may be dealing through like some real dramatic stuff, but he's there with you to like protect you on that side, and he's here with you on this side too to protect you. So just pay attention. If there's like a guy you don't know in your dreams, or sometimes the spirits from the other side come through as another person, maybe someone you've never even talked to before, but like we're in high school geometry with him, like they might take on that energy and that body since you're not sure what they look like, or maybe that was them in this life and things just you didn't cross paths. But pay attention to like a male energy showing up in your dreams. He said he's gonna give you a flower too, so keep your eyes open. Like tomorrow he's going to show you a flower so you know he's there. Definitely let me know. Send me a private message when you want to schedule a reading. I am booked up through mid-March, so get on that calendar sooner than later if you want to get in with one. Wow, interesting. We have a connection there because my husband's adopted, and it's like a long story, but we've even tried doing like the Ancestry.com and the 123 whatever, and they both came back inconclusive. Like the one came back so basic, like no brother, no matches, nothing. And then the other one, he did the test twice, and then they finally said like inconclusive. So I'm like, maybe he's an alien, I don't know, but I'm really curious because we have a daughter, and you know, that's a whole side of her we know nothing about. So I feel you on that. You're welcome, my love. Go ahead, if you guys connect to my readings, I so appreciate like the energy exchange of a review on my page, you know, let people know like to talk to me, that I might give them some help. And good luck with everything. All right, so I'm going to count to 3. If anyone else would like a public, remember other people can watch this, so if you don't want your mother-in-law watching, you know, you might not want to do a public one. You might want to message me for a private reading. But if anyone does have a question that they don't mind being public, I'm going to count to 3, and the first person that I see saying me will get it. I might do one more after this, and then I don't think my voice is going to take much more. All right, Ashley, I see you, but I didn't count to 3 yet, so I'm going to count now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, me. Say me. Okay, so Victoria was the first person that came through and said, do Ashley. So, I mean, I'm going to take that as I'm taking Victoria's as Ashley's. All right, so Ashley, it's meant to be. Even though you came through fast, Victoria wants you to go too. So you're good with your question being public? Sometimes these can get personal. Sometimes they will call people out. Anyone that's just tuning in, sorry for anyone who's been watching this for this a million times, but I am giving away a free crystal prescription. Just go ahead and share my page, let people know to give me a like and check me out. This reading, for anyone that watches the replay, in the beginning I talked about the full moon, and then we did a group reading, and that will apply to anyone that watches this, especially like for the next 2 weeks. Even if you didn't watch me and meditate with me while I was shuffling, it'll still connect. Just meditate with the replay. So let people know to come watch, and after this video I could see who shared the page, and I'll choose a name to win these crystals. There's some really pretty ones, like this labradorite. Oh my god, it is showing me a rainbow this whole time. Let me see if I can show you guys. Look at, zoom, focus. My amethyst knocking. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? That's nothing, it's so much prettier in person. There's some of my favorites in here, and they're going to help with this full moon energy. They're going to help with the Pisces energy. I love you, Victoria. All right, so let me read Ashley's question. Let me get a little closer. I'm literally obsessed with crystals. Like, their energy is no joke. Energy is life. Everything is energy. And crystals, like, scientifically are proven to give out different energies. So, like, tourmaline is the lowest vibration. Selenite is the highest vibration. Those vibrations actually do different things. They can connect to sound. They can connect to other dimensions. Like, they can connect to your chakras in your body and help open things up. And like I said, they're good for manifesting or taking you back down to earth. I so believe in their energy, and since I've been using them and like making grids, like, so much good stuff has been happening. Okay, so Ashley, we're gonna ask about your own energy and your health, and your, like, why you're kind of in hangman mode right now. Oh my gosh, yes. And I bet those New Orleans crystals are like crazy energy in them too. Like, I probably want to cleanse them really quick, because there's some of that like black magic stuff down there I would not want to bring home with me. But I do offer free crystal prescriptions. They're pretty, I'm not free, sorry, I have to take that back, because they're expensive for me to buy, so I couldn't do it free. I mean, you could win this possibly if you share my page. But I do crystal prescriptions. It's $25 to just get the prescription, or if you buy a reading with me, it's an additional $10 on your reading, and I will send you a minimum of 7 crystals or more, depending on just like what I feel from you, and they're going to help do specific things for you. We'll really talk. I make you take a quiz to show me where your blockages are, and I will pick out specific crystals. I type up this like in-depth paper on each one for you and how to use them. So if you want to do a crystal prescription, you could go to thevenusmoon.com also to like get a better look at my pricing. Right, same here, girl. I have my tourmaline always protection, citrine for just like, it's like, I call it Red Bull in crystal form, and then another tourmalated quartz. So it's like quartz with tourmaline in it, just to like really put out that like don't fuck with me vibe. And then this side too has some quartz. This is pretty. Can't really see it. Sounds good. Okay, so let's pull these cards for Ashley. So the first card I'm going to pull should represent basically what's been going on, you know, call out the situation just to validate for you that they're talking about the right thing. So we have the 8 of Wands reversed. So Eight of Wands upright is telling me you got a lot of stuff going on. You have a lot of stuff. The Wand suit is like projects, actions, like your brain is thinking about literally 8 different things at all times, probably, you know, like I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, I got this going on, I got that going on, this one needs this, you know, like just literally 8 different, I bet if you were to list from 1 to 8, you could pick like daily 8 things that, you know, kind of are pulling at you from different ends. Upright, it's taking action on these 8 things. It's really, you know, putting your energy into them, going forward, prioritizing, like maybe making that list and really like knowing 1 through 8 which ones are the most important. Like if you look, there's like some shorter ones, some longer ones, so that just tells me like really prioritizing these 8 things. When it's reversed, it's totally taking on like an internal energy. It's telling me you've been overwhelmed, probably like to the point of anxiety attacks over all the stuff that's been going on, and that's affecting your health. Actually, that's probably why it feels like you have no energy, because you're like literally mentally putting your energy into everything where you don't have the physical energy to do it. Like I deal with the same thing, so I absolutely know what that is. Oh, awesome. Victoria, you can send me pictures too, and I could let you know what they are, and you can look into them if you don't remember. So I don't know if that relates to you, Ashley, at all, about like what's been going on for you. It's just really calling out and saying, you know, you've had a lot going on, and it's almost been like easier to push it away because it's just like too much, to the point of like making you too overwhelmed to really face it. Like some days it's probably just easier to like stay in your house, in your comfort zone, than to face all these different things going on, like needing your help. Okay, good. I see Victoria saying it's on point. Okay, so that's the past though. That's been what's going on, and the next one's going to be basically what you have to get through to get past this energy, because this is not a way to live, right? This is stressful. This is overwhelming. Like, I don't know if you're like me and like keep a planner and, you know, keep everything organized, which even that, I literally like, because I'm really high anxiety to the point of like OCD tendencies come out when my anxiety gets really bad. So I'll literally like plan out my day, like 5 a.m. to like 7 a.m. And that'll stress me out, because then it's like super, like it's so clearly written, like my schedule and what I could do, and like, whew, like I'm losing my breath just thinking about it. So I feel like we're very similar energy in this, and let's see if this blockage will help with your health as well. Another reversal. It's so interesting that these reversals are coming up for like the past and the blockage, meaning that like stale upside down energy, like that not necessarily moving forward. Hopefully for you too, this future one will be upright. Ashley, we were meant to meet for a reason, girl. So we got Temperance reversed. Temperance is a major arcana card. So if you see at the bottom, it's got the word Temperance written down. It's a spirit, and it's pouring from one cup to another. This is about balance, balancing the energies, you know, knowing when to give and take, knowing when to let things just flow naturally. Not putting too much, you know, the cups suit is about emotions, relationships, family. So the fact that this angel is holding the cups tells me that that's what it's really working on, balancing it out, you know, like making sure to pour it so everything's even and equal, and not one cup's not getting too much. And, you know, and it could also be, one of the cups could be personal too, you know, not giving too much to whatever and taking away from yourself. So Temperance is really about balance and about harmony, and sorry, I'm just like listening also. This is connected to the Pisces energy too, which is good. because we're switching to Pisces sun sign in like 2 days. No, tomorrow the sun is gonna be in Pisces, which is more of like an emotional, going with the flow kind of thing. Your Temperance is reversed. So, well, you're all about, like, that's your blockage, is the balancing. It's definitely more of an internal thing that you need to balance. So, it's like you got to be a master of this juggling act. I don't know if you just need to emotionally, like, see, this is when I don't like doing it necessarily public, because I feel like it's nobody else's business when we talk about personal things like this. But I don't know if you've, talked to anyone and maybe got on like mood stabilizers, or even just taking like vitamin D, because, we haven't had the sunshine and a lot of us are lacking that, or B12, but really about like balancing yourself out chemically, because honestly, that could be a big, like when your chemicals are off, that's going to mess up your whole life. Like, it's not you, it's not your fault. It's like an actual scientific thing. Like, some things are higher and some things are lower, and until you get balanced out, you're not going to feel good. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this, is it's more like an internal chemical balancing. Like, so see, upright, they pour in the cups. When it's reversed, it's more of like an internal balancing those cups. That's so funny. So maybe that this is your validation that Victoria, in like your conversation was definitely like good advice, and something that might be worth looking into, whether it's vitamins or whether it's something else. Like, there is no shame in that. It doesn't have to be forever. It's just until you feel good, because like, why waste time feeling like shit? Really? Why waste? It's so overwhelming and so stressful being here. And it literally, you might just be stuck there because your chemicals are off. Maybe whatever, it's a seasonal thing. Maybe it's sometimes, like, if you have gone through something traumatic, that could totally throw your chemicals off too. Like, actually, for me, my wedding threw me off, because that was such like high energy, planning it and all that. And then after I got married, my things went crazy, and I actually started to, like, I have no problem saying it, like, I'm not embarrassed. I saw a therapist, cognitive behavioral therapist, absolutely amazing, because they're not just like throwing medicine at you, they're actually helping you like mentally fix the problems. But they did put me on sertraline, just because they saw my OCD was getting really, really like out of my own control, and it just balanced things out for a little while, and I only needed to be on it a little while, and then once I got balanced, they helped me wean off of it. I was on it about a year. No shame in that game. Mental health is so freaking important. And if you're not feeling good mentally, you're not going to feel good physically. You're not going to feel good, you're not going to be able to be there for someone else. Like, start in your head first, because I'm really getting that like overwhelmed energy. And then the health problems will clear right up with it, because it'll just be like cleaner. You'll be able to see more clearly, and the rest will just go with it. I also feel like it's about balancing out in your body too. So maybe trying some like days a week of whole food, plant-based, like, or just cleaner eating, cleanse all that stuff out, because you have this beautiful engine that's running this beautiful car. And if you're not putting that good, gas in it, that good fuel in it, then it's not going to get you very far. So it's all about, putting in the good stuff too, and having that good energy and sunshine inside as well as up here. It'll all balance itself out though. Once you start taking care of one, you'll see the other one coming to. That's your blockage though, and that's where you need to take, this week. Tonight again is the full moon. It's all about release. So go ahead and write down the things, like the insecurities in you, like what might be causing you to not be confident about taking vitamins or whatever, like whatever it is. We don't have to get in detail there. Whatever might be making you feel like you're stuck here, write it down. This is the time to let it go. This is the time to tell the moon you're over it. You don't got time for it anymore. You're ready for the good stuff, the next part. This is, you're feeling so stuck here, and there's no reason. It's really like an internal thing. You're the only one telling yourself that you can't. So let's see where you're going to go from here. Once you know you've figured this all out. I really feel like it's going to take probably about like no less than a month. So don't be discouraged if you do start taking things or whatever, not, or like working on yourself internally and not seeing results right away. Like, don't get discouraged. Sometimes you even start seeing like reverse effects before you start seeing the good ones. Like Victoria and me used to work at Sephora, and like when someone would start a new skincare regimen, we would always tell them, like, you know, you may break out first, but that's just your skin detoxifying. It's the same thing. Like, if things might not seem perfect at first, it's just detoxifying. Like, you're going through withdrawal, basically. Your body's trying something different, and just go with it and get through it, because the other side is where the good stuff is. It's like facing those fears, so that, because the good stuff is past it. So let's see, enough of this. Look, we got our right side up, beautiful, bright and sunny. Oh, I love this energy. We got the Page of Pentacles. The pages represent new beginnings. It's a very innocent, excited energy. The pentacles can represent health. They can represent money, security, career, the physical stuff. And it's going to be a new beginning for that. It's going to be a new journey that you're starting. What I tell everyone, there is no one path in front of you. There's infinite possibilities. So it's up to you to take this path and get there. But it is sunshine if you do. Like, you know, you're going to keep hearing the same talk over and over and over. And it's always easier said than done. But once you really start taking action, this is going to come sooner. You know, this new beginning, it's there. You're ready for it. You want it. It's just finding this balance, because this is too much. And also, this is telling me, like, start thinking of the things that you could delegate to. Like, I literally, like, part of your release is going to be writing 1 through 8. Because I feel like this card is telling you, like, you literally have at least 8 things. So I want you to write 1 through 8. I want you to write the things that are pulling at you, that are stressing you out, whether it's something from the past, whether it's something from the future, whatever it is, whether it's something with yourself. Write it all down and tell the moon you're ready to just, like, release the energy around it. You're ready to, like, start delegating the things that you can. And if it's something out of your control, you're ready to just accept that this is out of my control and it's not worth putting energy into, because it's not, my energy is not going to change what happened or what the outcome is, you know. So tell the moon about this stuff tonight. Write it all down. Write a journal page, whatever you need to do. This is the beginning of the future, you know, like the next chapter is starting now. Release to make room for the new stuff. And I really feel like for you, the spring is going to be when you start blossoming into this new you. I, like, so believe in full moon rituals and new moon rituals. Once I open up my office, like, we're going to be doing them all the time, like, as much as possible, especially, like, in the summer. Like, we'll sit outside and make a big bonfire and write everything down and meditate together, maybe do some, like, singing bowls, and then we'll just burn it all together and leave with some crystals with our new manifestations inside. And you have to come. Right in Glendora on the Black Horse Pike. I can't wait. I'm already in there. I'm just, like, going with the flow and taking it slow before I really, like, I have to find the table, and that's what I'm not rushing about. All right, so Ashley, see, you have good things coming to you. This is like, you know, going into Oz. And then once you feel like you're here, we could do another reading. But I feel like you don't even need, like, a big intense thing. I feel like, you know, just focus on this stuff right now, letting go of the past, putting things into your hands right now, the balance. All right, I'm going to shuffle you back in. Lola wants to play. My Lola. I'm so glad you guys liked it. And actually, you have people coming through too, but I just, I don't know how much of my voice I have left, so I'm saving it. That's something we could, one day I want to just do that too, like bonfire, all sit around and let the spirits talk to everybody. Like, that would be so fun. I feel like all the medium reading group readings are always like inside the office. Like, how cool would it be to be like under the stars? All right. So I think I have energy in me for one more reading tonight. If you don't get it, no worries. I feel like the universe, you're going to have your reading exactly when you're supposed to. Maybe what we've talked about already tonight was for you and you don't need any more advice than this. Maybe you're still meant to experience one or two more things before you could get your clear direction for what's next. Let me just put on a little lip balm too. I'm like getting so dry. Anyone else use this milk? It's got the CBD oil in it. I really like it. All right, so I'm going to count to 3. The first person I see on my end that says me will get this next 3-card reading. 1, 2, 3. Me, say me. If you don't get it, feel free to message me privately and schedule a reading. I'm booked through mid-March. So sometimes after that we could do a private. I do readings like this, the 3 cards for $11, or the in-depth 10-card reading is $33. You could add on a crystal prescription for $10 with your reading, or you could just buy crystals on your own for $25. Also, if you want to come see me in person in my office, that is $65, but we will talk about everything, you know, like we will take our time and do your 10 card. All right, Victoria, we're meant to talk tonight, girlfriend. So Victoria's going to be my last reading tonight, you guys. All right, I know you said your question already, but can you type it again for me? Because, you know. And Grandma Victoria, I feel... Oh my gosh. So you have a lot of people around you. I feel grandma, aunt. I feel men. I feel a man. There's a man here smoking a cigar. So I don't know if you know him. You have like a little angel army around you. You are so protected and loved. I mean, really, literally everyone is. But these, they all wanted to come talk to you. Like, it's like dinner. Like, they all just want to talk. Okay, good. Take your time, type, and then we're going to meditate and shuffle together. Don't forget, guys, I'm giving away this crystal prescription right now. Here, let me get close so you can see it without them moving all around. We got some tourmaline, carnelian, aventurine, green, amethyst, moonstone, and labradorite. I put this little prescription together to go with the full moon and Pisces energy, and I also use these all the time as well in my meditating and stuff. They each are super powerful, some of my favorite crystals. So all you have to do is share my Venus moon page, tell your friends, check me out, give me a like, and after I sign off tonight, I'm going to re-watch or re-check who shared and let you guys choose a random person. Okay, so we're going to talk about the low vibes you've been feeling and where they're coming from. All right. You're okay with this being public? Okay. Hopefully these cards will let you know. So I want you to really feel that energy. Feel, you know, everything that may be causing you stress or the overwhelming feelings or the depression. Think of the good things, the things you're thankful for, the things you want to manifest on. Any questions, whatever might be swirling in your head. I really want you to feel that energy. Send it into my deck. Let me get close up. Okay, good. I'm glad you're okay with it. All right, so I'm going to shuffle. and tell me stop whenever you're ready. And as I'm shuffling, really focus your energy. Don't worry about the lag. I'll see your stop when I'm supposed to. All right, go. Okay, stop. Excuse me. All right, so guys, anyone still watching? This is my last reading for the night, but go ahead and private message me if you want to chat. I will be back for the new moon, doing another live reading then. That's going to be in about 2 weeks. Unless I just feel like I need to talk, I'll be back sooner. All right, so let's check out. This is a reading for Victoria, and we're going to look for the root of depression and some ways to start digging back out of this hole. So the first card is going to validate what's been going on. So interesting, you have the Three of Cups card right up. We actually got this in the first reading. I don't know if you were here for that one as our blockage, but to me it's telling me that you're actually, like, you've had this energy. Hold on, let me listen. The other drawing from the 9th, what was that again? I did the one in Jackie Adams one, so I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. That was for 200, getting 200 likes on my page. And I will do another one when I get to 300 likes too. So the more you share, the more likes I get. All right, let me listen to this card a bit. So the Cups suit represents, again, emotions, relationships. And the Three of Cups is a celebration card. This is a happy card. The fact that it's talking about what's been going on, I don't know if you feel like you've already been kind of doing that. Like maybe when I was saying this is a blockage, you might have been feeling like, okay, I've kind of been working on that a little bit, like doing more self-love and self-care. Hey, Cha-Cha. Hugs to you, lovey. So I don't know if that's, like I said, if that kind of was what you were thinking when I said that. Or if you've been feeling like you haven't been going out with your friends as much as you used to, like maybe in the past you've definitely been more of like a social butterfly and have been craving that a little bit more, but not allowing yourself to do it. But either way, like your soul has been craving some like social time, you know, like some gatherings and some extroverted energy, maybe some drinking some wine or whatever drink of choice, maybe tequila. But it's definitely about like being surrounded by other people and being uplifted by other people. So it could go either way. Either you've been feeling you've been neglecting that, or you've been actually like actively trying to be better about being around other people. Okay. So and like I was saying when we did the first reading, this could also be, it's connected to that sacral chakra, and your sacral chakra is the pleasure chakra, doing the things that give you joy, the self-care rituals, the, you know, hobbies and things that make you feel most creative. And, you know, it could be like sexuality stuff. It's the pleasure, like, so it's about working on opening that, whether it is more self-care or whether your pleasure is being surrounded by other people. Is validating that you have been trying to focus energy into that. Aw, you guys are cute. You guys should go out, right? Go hang out and celebrate. Celebrate like yourselves just being awesome. All right, so the next card is the blockage. These will tie in together. Sometimes you just need to see the whole picture before it really like tells the full story. Interesting. We've shuffled this a couple times too, and you're getting similar cards to what's been coming up. So you have the two. This is the major arcana, the High Priestess. So it's interesting that you're going from a 3 to a 2. Sitting. So the High Priestess, I mean, if you look right on there, this card, I feel very connected to the moon. I know we're asking about the root cause of your depression, so we're going to see where that could join in. But just to explain this card again, because before it was reversed, and for you it's upright, this card is about using your intuition. Like, immediately what comes to mind is like the first thing that pops in your mind when you ask yourself, what's causing my depression? That's it. Like, it's that simple. Even if it's not as clear as like the word crossing your mind, like it's this, there might be a feeling. There might be like, maybe you've been having like dreams about like something that you might need to be like facing and identifying. But whatever the cause is, it's something that you have an awareness of, and may have been like keeping in the shadows, like not necessarily confronting it or facing it. Honestly, like if nothing did pop in your head, I would say meditate tonight. Like the fact that this card has a nice big moon on it, like the full moon is a great time to really connect to yourself. Sorry, I'm just, they want to talk. I'm going to actually read you from my Tarot Bible on this card just because I feel like it's important. Okay, it makes sense to you. Let me just read you a couple of the keywords with the High Priestess. They're telling me it'll just like connect. Okay, so the keywords are secrets, hidden feelings, intuition, the healer, feminine power, silent potential, the unconscious, hidden motivation, mysterious influences, developing talent. A secret needs to be revealed. Trust in your intuition, seeing beyond what is obvious, remembering something of significance. So, oh, here we go. In the blockage position, this card reveals that you fear finding out how you really feel about someone. But that is also time to develop your awareness and use your intuition about what you really want and where you are going. There's many secrets in your heart, and if you look within, you'll find the truth. Maybe you're finding it hard to communicate your feelings to someone. So I take this as a someone or something. Like your intuition might be telling you one thing and you're choosing to like not listen because you want to see the best and whatever, but like trust your instinct and go with your gut feeling. And like, it's not saying like it's something you need to really release and clear out with the full moon, but maybe it's something that you need to like clear the feelings around it out on, get it all out in the open so that way it's not weighing you down anymore. I know, like they're literally like talking with their hands and everything. They're showing me water. Like, I don't know if you have memories of being around water with them, like maybe either on a boat or like they're like the uncle, like there's definitely this uncle here and he's saying like just showing me like, I don't know if it was a beach or like going out on the lake or something with them. or if they're just from a place that was surrounded by water, if he was like in the Marines, whatever it is, like he's happy. He's showing me like you have a connection to water too. And like being like, he's actually telling me this for a reason. He wants me to communicate to you that like that's a way not only for you to connect to like when you need to really meditate on this, like the shower may be one of the best places to do it, especially like water is energy, you know, spirits are energy, your manifestation's that energy. But Karen, unfortunately, this is my last reading for tonight, but we can talk one-on-one if you're interested. I am booked up through March. Through probably after tonight, I'll be booked up into April. So if you want to talk to me, make sure you private message me and schedule. And I would love to talk to your angels. I feel them. I feel their energy. I'm just losing my voice, so I don't have much more. Oh, honey, I love that. I'm glad you know who it is. So, he's telling you have a connection to water too. Like, and water is going to make you happy. So, you know, once it starts getting nicer out, I don't know if there's like a lake that you like walking around, or that's like a good place for you to reconnect and focus and, you know, get back in touch with yourself to help get you out of depression. And definitely, like, I feel like you may have some root chakra blockage, and that's pretty easy to open up. It's just a matter of connecting back to like the earth and connecting to nature and like getting out and grounding yourself, maybe walking barefoot, which has been hard to do since it's been so cold. But go outside tonight, talk to the moon, let the rain hit your face and wash away some of this depression. Tell the moon you're ready to let it go. You know, you're ready to face whatever this intuition is trying to tell you, to work through it and move past it. Oh my God. Awesome. Okay, good. So that's your homework, is like connect to water. And that'll really help you get through this like a lot more comfortably to get to the other side. So let's see what's going to happen. Now that we kind of have this little heads up. So you have, for what will happen, the Knight of Swords reversed. Sorry, the card's backwards. But look at this energy. It's interesting that this card is reversed, because I feel like when it's right up, he is charging forward. The sword suit represents like a battle. It represents more of a mental battle, not like you're out there fist fighting or like hitting someone with the sword, but there's some kind of like mental battle that you're needing to face, whether it's with someone else or with yourself. Being upside down, I think it is yourself, and I think you're going to go through it head on, you know, like charging through. So let's go back to right side up. So that's what the sword is about. It's about that challenge and facing it. And it's a temporary thing. It's not like a forever battle. Once you get through it, it's done. Like, and you know, you might have some scars from it, but those scars aren't a bad thing. They made you stronger and smarter and more aware of your life. And this Knight energy, he is charging. He is taking action, moving forward, not wasting any more time, you know, not wasting another second of life, you know, living as like, I don't know, like this is telling me like it hasn't necessarily been like bad. Like I don't see the tower. I don't see like that's why you might be confused about where the depression is rooting from, because like it's not the worst life, like, but definitely like there's something inside of you that you're ready to, you know, face and move forward. So we'll talk about this Knight a little bit more. So that's it, right side up, taking action on whatever this battle is. When we reverse it, definitely more of an internal battle, facing it like inside of yourself. It could also mean more of a drawn out process. So it might not be as quick. Like this Knight energy is about like jumping right in and moving forward. when it's reversed, it might just be telling you like, you don't have to like charge in head first. Like take action though. It's telling you you're going to take action on it and get this ball rolling. But just go with the flow, you know, like take it at a pace that's good for you. Just like from this second going forward, you're going to have this new awareness and connection to yourself, especially once you get out there and talk to the moon and tell it, you know, I want you to write it down. I'm serious, right? Write it down. Use a pencil. Pencils are made of graphite and wood. They're just further connection, like writing it and sealing it into the earth. Put it out in the moon. Whether you leave it out tonight, leave it out for a few days. If you want to burn it tonight, let it sit with the rain. Sorry. I'm running on A here, voice-wise. But yeah, this is the time to release it. This is all in the past now and ready for this new energy and getting this ball rolling. Hello, anyone just tuning in? I'm just actually wrapping up my last reading for the night. I will be on again for the new moon to do another group reading, and we'll do some more of these. If you want to chat with me one-on-one, I'm booked up probably through like early April now, so go ahead and send me a private message if you want to schedule something. Rewatch this video if you're just tuning in and can't book a one-on-one with me, because I guarantee this group reading that I did in the beginning will connect to you and relate to you. So if you weren't able to have a reading with me and you missed the reading in the beginning, that's for you. You don't need another reading. That message is for you. I really quick want to give a shout out. I went to an awesome class tonight. If you are local to South Jersey, I went to an awesome bonsai making class tonight at Mayrocki Market in Haddonfield. And I wanted to show you guys my cute little bonsais that I made. They're hanging from string. Oops, come here. So you can see it's like the string, and I did this myself. I wrapped it in moss. So that's one, and this is the other. These will be hanging up in my Venus Moon office. And they have the most beautiful plants there. So if you're looking for a plant, and they have not bad pricing. I think this guy's thirsty. The owners there are amazing. Madison is my homegirl from Blue Mercury. And she had great taste. My office for the Venus Moon is all white with gold accents. So I found this gorgeous gold planter. Like, oh my God. Of course this glare isn't going to let you see it good. And then I asked Madison to pick me out a plant for it. So she picked me out this jade plant. Oh, I'm going to put a piece of jade in there too. That'll be so nice. So this will be, if you come visit me in my office, you'll get to meet my plants. It's Mayrocki Market on Kings Highway in Haddonfield. So easy to get to. I highly recommend it. It's so cute. She has some beautiful crystals. And then stay tuned, because I'll be opening up my healing center in whenever. I'm in no rush. I'm just going with the flow. I'm definitely feeling like late spring is when it's going to be official. Like I'll be in there doing some readings and some like soft opening stuff, like maybe some meditations on the DL. So, you know, get in on the DL. Join this page if you want to come to my low-key meditations that we're going to do before the grand opening. End of the spring, I'm picturing like a big grand opening party. Everyone's invited. If you vend and like do any kind of cool spiritual stuff or holistic stuff or whatever and want to set up a table, like totally do it. I'm open to everybody. If you make cool crafts, make cool food, why not, right? We'll make it a big party. And then going forward from there, I'm going to be planning stuff like every week. Classes, workshops, meditations, and then just during the day, open office hours where people can come in and we'll chat. If you want to do a reading with me, check out my thevenusmoon.com for prices, because I don't feel like seeing them again. I love you guys so much. Go tell the moon what you're ready to let go of. And then with the next new moon, we're going to plant some seeds and grow some awesome things. Mwah. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope everyone loved their messages. Feel free to give me a review on Facebook. All right. Good night, loves. Go talk to that moon.